I'm Doris. I'm an American citizen. I was actually born in Queens, New York. Just say a few words about my son. I can go on and on, but Guy is 26 years old, very sensitive boy, humble, a musician with a great future. Works with the best famous rock bands in Israel as a sound technician and backliner. I'll just take you back to that day. It was actually a holiday, and I haven't seen Guy for a long time since he always works on weekends. But since it was a holiday, he came over. I made him a nice dinner, which he hardly ate because he was on phones. He was going to the festival. Guy is like the glue of the tribe. All the friends were always at home, music, and he was doing all his calls. And they drove 5 packed cars to the south to this peace festival. And I was happy because, he works so hard, so he's entitled to fun. And all was fine. The following morning, there was a siren. I just went to the safe room, which is actually Guy's room, crawled in his bed, didn't even open up the news, but still, I couldn't go back to sleep, so I call him, and he answers. He's like hyped, so I'm thinking it's from the party. It's early in the morning, and I asked him, did the forces evacuate you because there was a siren? And he says, we were evacuated. We evacuated ourselves, so, okay. And I asked him, okay, where are you driving? And he says, I don't know yet. I said, what do you mean you don't know yet? He said, you know what, I know exactly where I'm coming home. I said, why are you coming home in the morning? He lives in Tel Aviv. It's another half an hour drive to my home. So he says, I'm coming to eat the soup that I didn't eat yesterday. Which is also odd, but I don't care. Come drive safely. And then I get another call from his father, Michel. He's hysterical, and he's like yelling and saying, do you know where Guy is? I say, yeah, I know where Guy is. He's coming home. He'll be here in a half an hour. He says, no, he just called and he's in a terror attack. And his best friend is killed. That's what he said on the phone. And he tries to put me on the conference call. I hook up, and we hear shots in the background. He actually called an emergency call since he was shot in the arm, and he wasn't able to stop the bleeding. And he was trying to say his last words. He actually said, I want to say my last words. We're not going to survive it. Nobody survived it. Everybody is killed. And his father is just saying, don't talk. If you can find dead bodies, try and just crawl under a dead body so they don't notice. And so he says, no, it's an open area. He doesn't let it. His father doesn't let him speak. He says, shush, don't talk, don't let them hear you. And I try to, tell him, Guy, I love you. Don't worry, nothing's going to happen. I'm going to call now. I'm going to send somebody now to get you. And that's what I did. I hung up. And I regret that, since I didn't hear from him since. His father drove immediately to that place, but it was already closed by the police, no entry, and the next few hours were like crazy. Nobody knew anything. This continues on for the next few days. Nobody knows anything. It's like, we don't know if he's killed, if nobody even knew about, it's only like the next day that it spread out that there were hostages. For a week or so, I was just waiting to get a message that he was identified, but we didn't get that. Lucky me. What we did get was on I think it was Al Jazeera, I'm not sure, a video of a Hamas guy, with saying that Guy Iluz was killed by Israeli bombing. That's the point I break down, of course. But I actually get an immediate call from the military, and they came over and they say, look, don't pay attention to these whatever the Hamas says, but the good news is that he's a hostage. And this goes on, these mind games. I get a call not even a week ago, somebody calling me saying, this is a confidential call. You cannot say anything about this call. We are now taking care of Guy's case. He's going to be put on the top of the list, and he's going to be freed. You just need to send me all his info, his passport, his ID, whatever you have, tattoos, whatever, and I just, get there and just send anything I can, and then there's another siren, and I run to the safe room, and it was like crazy. I didn't know what to do, but I did call the military, my connection, and she says, I don't tell her because I'm afraid that his chances, like they did play with my mind, and I was saying, look, I can't tell you about the call. They told me it's confidential. I can't tell you. So she convinces me just to give the phone number of this lady that called, and yeah, it's mind games. And that it's just going on and on. I'm here because it's been 30 days. Every day is like eternity to me, and I can't wait any longer because I know that he was shot. I don't know anything. Maybe everything is we don't know. We don't have a list of the hostages. We don't know their condition. I don't have anything. So I need your help, basically. I'm part of your people. You're part of Israel, and America has been like the best allies, and I'm so proud of being an American, being an Israeli as well. But I do need you now because there's nothing helping me now. I pray, which I didn't do before, but just please help me.